The way to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So did the journey of my mails only account. On 15th February 2025, phase 2 of 3.0. With the new planet's release, I decided to start a challenge account at the start of Amphoria's on a whim. After much deliberating, I settled on mails only because I noticed the overabundance of DPS and lack of supports, making actually functional teams capable of clearing endgame pretty challenging. The goal of my account is not collecting all mails but to see if consistently clearing all endgames with only male characters are possible. Which means I have to pick and choose characters. I can't just go, ooh, male, so pull. As resources are limited and proper investment matters, given how demanding HSR endgames are.
We will see.
Now that 4.0 is here with Planner Kedia and the 1 year anniversary of the account just passed a few days ago, I suppose this is a good time to see how far the account has come in a year. Let's go on a walk down the memory lane following the banner history and my acquisitions. I started in 3.0 phase 2. Got a Bronya from the beginner's manner, so suffering from success I suppose. But I got a Jeopard from the standard banner early, so there's that. Boothill was on the banner, but Fugue is not available for this account, and passing Remembrance Trailblazer for Harmony to form a suboptimal Boothill team did not really feel like a good life choice, so I skipped and waited for My Day release. 3.1 phase 2 came with My Day. I pulled, lost the 50-50 and rage quit the account. 3.2 came with the game's second anniversary and a free golden companion spirit with Locha and Wanmei got added in the shop, I think. So, free Locha lured my heartbroken self back to the account, and he was my first ever limited 5-star of the account. But sadly, real life issues kept me busy, so I could not get Anaxa on release. 3.4 was a massive patch for this account. In phase 1, I got Sunday from the guarantee. After securing our only male harmony character, I started eyeing for a better DPS. And eventually I got Phainon by winning the 50-50. Archer was also given for free. I pulled on Blade Banner in phase 2 to reach the spend 200 wish get Archer light cone for free quota and won the 50-50 got Blade 2 while securing Archer light cone for free. There was no male banners in 3.5, so I saved. 3.6 had free Dunhung Parmancer today. Why is it so hard to say? My Sunday was running on machine cogs and crying in corner alone. Phase 1 banners had DDD in the Herta Lightcone banner. My plan was to build PT for Anaxa's Lightcone while hoping, praying, throwing hands for DDD, which led to an early Herta Lightcone and one DDD. Just one. At least Anaxa can somewhat use the Lightcone, so it's not completely useless for the account. So now Sunday had a Lightcone and our non-existent Anaxa also had a Lightcone. Next is getting the man. Then in phase 2, I pulled Anaxa, went broke, so no Eidolons or no Danhang Lightcone. 3.7 came with Phainon rerun and Mighty rerun. I was aiming for E2 S1 Phainon, but I could only get to E1 due to horrible luck and skipped my day. Well, since he skipped me first time, it was fair. Just joking. I had no judge for him. I want Phainon to be one permanent DPS, so I think getting him to E2 S1 was more important than getting a E0 mighty with no light on. I already had Anaxa with S1 Hurtle icon, so I did not really see getting mighty was better than getting Phainon Eidolons. 3.8 had phase 3 with Sunday rerun. I was aiming for E1 S1 and actually got them. Wow. 4.0 has no mail banners but had a free 5-star selector. I picked Aventurin as my Locha, kinda struggling to sustain in MOC 12. Now we wait for Asheville in 4.1. Hope our luck is good. This is the first ever team of the account. I used it for a long time. Miserable memories of 3 DPS, 1 shielder, fighting for skill points in a fight. Until I got Locha, Remembrance Trailblazer and put Ireland on rest. Well, he was not really doing much in the team in the first place. This is the first ever pretty functional team assembled in 3.4. Later I replaced Jeopard with Dan Hung, the shielder, when I got him in 3.6, and this became one of my permanent endgame team. quest for a second team is still ongoing. First it was Lochap played Archer, went Danhang. Everyone saved skill points for Archer. It was a disaster. Then I replaced Dan Hung with Anaxa in 3.6. Later Archer with Mozu in 3.7. So that's what I cope with in second side. My copium second team.
Still we clash against the sky. You and I, we like the rain. Chasing fate, it's coming to creep. Clear the darkness and seize the light. Daybreak's meant to be fair. We're gonna shine the light. Times won't away the lights and bygones, leaving face to resound. Beyond all the pioneering souls in the ground, they strive to flash. The journey's filled with ones and toes, still we clash against the sky. Let's defy the judgment of fools. Ready to die, the need on the cross.
films, sometimes I put IMC in Anaxa team and replace Locha with Aventurian since I recently got him.
You and I, we like the rain. Chasing fate is coming to claim. Clear the darkness and seize the light. Daybreak's meant to be fair. We're gonna shine the light.
Mend your pace, sway to the beat. Hands up, embrace who you wanna be. We're reaching heights unseen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Feel the fire deep within. You're the key to where my trust begins. Join my dream, it's just the right time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Leave it all behind. Get ready now. Rise up into light. Whoa. Renew your definition. Whoa, so high. Let me show. And hear my declaration. No more ties. Off the ground and tap your feet. Look, stars are near when you feel the beat. We're bound for a greater height. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take a leap into the place. Don't lose yourself in mundanity. Join my dream, it is the right time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Leave it all behind. Get ready now. Sing along. Welcome to my world. Renew your definition. Whoa, so high. Let me show. And hear my declaration. No more ties. Leave it all behind. Welcome to my world. Renew your definition. Whoa, so high. Let me show. Now hear my declaration. Welcome to my world. Renew your definition. Whoa, so high. We'll show and go beyond horizon. Side by side. We rise together as our destiny.
And this is my overworld team. I know I can use Phainon, but I am a tiny bit biased towards Phainon's professor. Just a tiny bit. For farming, I borrow this good person's E6 Phainon. It kills everything and saves my time. Trigger warning. Terrible builds due to horrible relic RNG incoming. Proceed with caution. At least I farmed for traces and light cones so they don't do negative damage. Here's the build of the few characters I use. Danhung. I consider his build finished. I think he is the only finished, like done character of the account. I used Archer Lightcone for high base attack since I could not get his own. 160 speed feels good enough, so no more farming needed. Sunday. His build is very questionable, I know. But the thing is, I was trying to finish his build, but I could not decide between hyperspeed or -1 speed. He will always be with Phainon, so for now I just stopped. I went back to build Phainon. I built him before, but his relics are very bad with non-existent speed. So I wanted to farm for Phainon relics to see if he gets some speed rolls. Then I will finish deciding what to do with Sunday's build. So Sunday has to wait for his finished build, I guess. Remember in Trailblazer, he has a build. It works. I did not farm for it specifically, but it works. It has a good enough speed and crit damage. So now meet badly built Phainon where speed substat does not exist. Blade, Locha, they are usable. I did not really build them for too long. I just wanted correct main stats and move on. I will come back to them later after Phainon is done, Anaxa is done, Sunday is done. Priority. Motsu. He is mainly there to generate skill points, break faster, and give attack buff with Lushaka. So 4-piece eagle. Basically, I was trying to make a manufactured support, if you will. Adventuring. I consider his build is semi-done. I was farming for him while building Danhang, but I would like improvement in some relics, mainly the planner ones. Okay, now Anaxa. I used Eagle at first, but since he gets energy in his turn and using his ultimate is better before his skill, I just switched to Scholar by robbing Archer and also farmed a bit more. I plan to switch to Genius set after Phainon is built since I eventually want Anaxa to be E2 also. So hopefully he does more damage. Poor man suffering from no support. Phainon took them all. As you can see, my original goal of progressing endgame, constantly getting all stars, still out of reach. I am trying. I hope eventually I will get all stars in MOC, Pure Fiction and Epoch. Well, currently I can easily do everything except the last chamber, roar, whatever. The last one of each of them three. So I will say I am making progress. Hopefully soon I can reach the goal, but well, the journey does not end there since I want consistent clear, so it will always be an ongoing saga. My first team is good, but Phainon needs his E2 and signature light cone, and second team is lacking damage severely. Not their fault, just lack of harmony. I am currently hoping Ashwell will make the second team do better. Let's see what happens. After 1 year of playing, planning, plotting, trying to build, struggling with RNG, this is where the account currently is. I tried my best to not waste resources, pull smartly, plan better. Hopefully I can soon get my first 36 star, 12 star. But it was a fun journey. Had fun amidst the bad luck, losing 50-50, sometimes winning and rage quitting. Hope you had maybe not fun, but it was at least informative or entertaining seeing the account's progress or lack of it. See you next time when I make another update of the account, hopefully.
Day I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stings, gently wipe the sorrow off my life. I dream. What is meant by miracle? A word outside my days. Once again, repeat wobbles. But how could I escape? No further hesitation on those unanswered questions. So now I'll make a dream unchained. Then my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains, till they wipe the sorrow off my life. I dream. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains, till they wipe the sorrow off my life. I dream. I dream.
Bye bye.